So Michael, thanks for joining. This is a unique location. You guys have been rolling out the Spaces concept all across the US, but this location is pretty special. Tell us where we are today.
Today we're sitting in our ballpark location at the Battery in Atlanta. It's in the northwest part of the market, and it's a planned development that's unique, home of the Atlanta Braves Stadium. It's got a full entertainment district with restaurants and different venues that surround the development. It's got residential as well as hotel. This is the vehicle for growth with IWG today. Awesome location, fantastic people, and the exact environment that we're looking to grow.
So the types of spaces that you guys have developed has really changed over time. As you've now added new brands and spaces, and now you guys are continuing to evolve and innovate around that. Tell us about the different brands and the different segments that you're trying to reach with each of those.
Ultimately, we've found with our years of experience that customers want a choice. And it may be associated with how they're going to utilize the space, but a lot of times it's also on the space itself. So we found that by developing different brands, we're addressing that need. Regis is our core brand that we've been developing for many, many years. Has been very suitable from a standpoint of being a very professional corporate environment with flexible terms. Spaces, on the other hand, is becoming more of a collaborative environment, much more interactive, open space, more dynamic. And we're recently launching a new brand called Number 18, which is a bit of a sophisticated brand, more of a club-like environment that we think is going to be very successful in filling a different niche altogether.
The concept of flexibility and agility has been around for a long time, but there's an intense focus on it today. What's different?
You know, I don't think that anything is necessarily different. I think what you're seeing today is just a reaction to growth in the economy, growth in businesses, as well as from individuals and startups all the way to corporate America. And the common thread throughout what I've seen from the beginning to today is a need for flexibility. Companies are looking for a network of locations to be close to where they live and need to do business, as well as ultimate flexibility in term and contract.
What happens if the economy turns?
Well, obviously in a great economy, we see growth associated with that. As companies expand and want to grow their network or have new ventures start up. In a down economy, we also see a massive amount of demand around our product. Companies are looking for the ability to contract, look at cost efficiencies, or change their footprint. The nature of our model makes that a very easy transaction.
We've often thought of agility and flexibility as it relates to one specific location within a portfolio. I'm making a decision to go to this type of space or this type of space. How are now companies thinking about that on a more broader or portfolio-wide level?
We're seeing our key corporate customers that we do business with approach us with that entire portfolio in mind. They want the big picture. They want to take a look at all their real estate and decide which pieces should remain core and which pieces should be moved into a more agile or flexible environment.
And how are they thinking about that? How are they looking at the mix of owned space, leased space, agile pieces of their portfolios?
I think primarily they're looking at the bottom line. They're trying to reduce costs. They're also looking for future flexibility so that they can remain nimble and move when they need to move or change those environments. A company can't be agile if it signs a 15-year lease, invests a ton of capital, and is in an ironclad agreement that they have to live with forever. Flexible working is the exact opposite of that. You can tailor-make an agreement based on size, type of space, number of individuals, and across 100 different countries if you'd like to. To me, that's the true definition of agility.